good morning everyone. I'm here at one of my properties and I came by this morning to actually pick some fruit, but while I was here I decided to share the story on how I picked up this property and how there's opportunity everywhere. About 2 years ago I was looking for some homes to flip. I'm always looking for some homes to flip, and I came across this property on the MLS. I was drawn to it because it was literally around the block from my house, and it was advertised as investor only because it needed to be fully rehabbed according to the remarks on the MLS. But when I came to the property, I realized that it could have actually qualified for conventional and even FHA financing. So I was a little puzzled why the agent said that it was a total rehab. So at that moment, I realized that he probably didn't have an understanding of construction and lending. And since I'm a lender, I know what banks are looking for. That worked to my advantage because I was able to make an offer and beat him up on the price, and picked it up at $609,000. The property is probably now worth about $1 million, and in the last 2 years, I've probably spent about $40,000 in rehab. So as you can see, it's a pretty gorgeous property, and the bottom unit, I have a month-to-month tenant, and in the top unit, I have a Airbnb listing. So the property probably generates about $5,000 to $6,000 a month in income. And also another bonus for me was that the property the lot's about 8,500 square feet. So I was able to put a fruit tree garden in the back. Which I'll go back there in a minute and show you guys. It's pretty cool actually. So every so often I come here in the morning and I try to pick some oranges and lemons and limes or whatever's growing, because I just planted the trees about 2 years ago, so they're a little immature, but you know, I got to come and check on them and so forth. But anyhow, I just wanted to share this exciting story with you. I think it's cool because any of you guys out there that are looking for property, there's opportunity everywhere. You just have to keep your eyes open and it'll happen for you. Hi, okay, so I'm in the backyard of the property, and as you can see, this giant tree right here was overgrown when I first purchased the property, and it literally covered the whole backyard. You could literally not walk back here. It was just a mess. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this space. I was initially just going to put it grass, but I've always had this dream to grow my own fruit, and I decided to actually plant trees, fruit trees. So in a minute, I'll walk around and show you the different types of trees that I planted. I planted them about 2 years ago, so they're starting to mature, and I'm excited because I'll be able to eat my own organic, freshly grown fruit from Alhambra, California. So I also put this gazebo in here, which I think is a nice touch. It's a hangout. It's like a zen type of feel in here. So let's check out the garden. Okay, so here are my fruit trees. Let's start with the orange tree. So as you can see, it's actually growing a lot. I'm gonna see if I could find an old photo and post them of when they're actually babies. But now it's pretty grown, and there's oranges in here that are developing. So I'll be able to drink some great orange juice, great to cleanse the body. And over here I have an avocado tree, and as you can see, it's growing, and I think this one's a dwarf avocado, so I love avocado, so I wanted to plant this one. And I also planted a second one here, and this is a Hass avocado, and they haven't put out any fruit yet, but I'm hoping this year or next year I start seeing some fruit. But as you can see, it's doing pretty well here. And again, this was a small tree as well. This is a pomegranate tree that I planted. So we've already had a few pomegranates. They came out good. So can't wait for this one to start giving fruit. This one, I believe, is a dwarf apple. So it looks like it's starting to grow back. And we'll see how this one, I haven't had any apples from this one yet. And this little tiny one, I believe it's a mandarin tree. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. It's a mandarin tree. Okay, cool. It hasn't given any fruit yet either, so let's see how it does this year. And then over here we have I think this is my Mexican lime tree, and as you can see, it's already growing some limes, and I've actually got some already, and they're really good and delicious. And oh, there's one right there. I'm gonna see if I could pick this one and take it with me. Oh, it's a little hard still, so no, I'll let it ripen a little longer. And then over here we have a lemon tree. So as you can see, it's starting to pump out lemons. So can't wait to make some fresh squeezed lemonade, not have to buy them, you know. So as you can see, let's look over here. It looks really healthy. So starting to get really big as well. And then over here I have a mango tree. This one did put out a little bit of mangoes last year. So let's see how it does this year. And it's actually this type of mango. Let me see here. Caribbean Dream. So let's see how that one does. And then this one is a pear tree. Looks like it's shedded all its leaves. And this is, I love pears, so let's see how this one turns out. I haven't had any pears from this tree. It's a European red Bartlett, so let's check that one out. This is my favorite one here. This is a peach tree, and this one actually pumped out a lot of peaches this last year. And it looks actually really beautiful. Has all the buds coming out. Looks really, really cool. See that? I believe it's a dwarf. Peach dwarf tree, but let's check it out. Yep, it's a dwarf peach garden gold. So there it is. So this is the backyard, how it looks now, and still cleaning it up, and I also grew the hedge in the back. As you can see, the hedge is now big on there. This tree, I'm keeping it trimmed. I don't know how old this tree is, but it's probably like I don't know, it's pretty old. I would say maybe like 80, 90 years old, maybe even 100, but it's spooky looking, I would say, but it's a tree. Well, there you have it. So I made my dream come true here, one of my dreams, I should say, and can't wait for all my trees to mature, make a fruit basket, and enjoy my fruits.